everybody, and today in this video I want to talk to you guys about Overwatch, which if you are not aware right now, BlizzCon is currently happening and Blizzard has announced Overwatch, which is the new game that they're going to be bringing out to us, and it is an FPS style game and it's very similar, or it looks very similar to Team Fortress. So if you play Team Fortress, you know that it's cartoony and it's very colorful. It has a very similar look to that. I don't know if it plays the same, probably not, but it looks super cool. So I wanted to do a video about it because I'm actually kind of excited to play Overwatch, because having FPS games that I'm super competitive in, like Call of Duty and Destiny, is cool, but I really like having those fun ones too, and I'm sure I will get competitive with Overwatch, but it just has some really cool mechanics, and a lot of the players, well, a lot of the characters have very cool skills that makes me really excited, and it makes me feel like it's something new and it's gonna be something fresh for the FPS community. Now, I do question if it's ever gonna come out on console, because I think that it will be a big deal if it does. I think that it'll be a much bigger game if they do actually end up releasing it on console. But as of right now, it looks like it's just gonna be on PC. But yeah, I want to talk about what I'm liking from what we've seen in the Overwatch trailer and all of the character trailers so far. So watching through all of the character trailers, I must say that my favorites so far are Hanzo and Reaper. I think they look super awesome. First of all, one's Reaper. He looks like the Grim Reaper, sort of-ish. And he's running around with pistols, dual pistols, and he can like smoke teleport places, and he just runs into the middle of a team and just spins around in a circle and kills a bunch of people. That looks pretty badass. And Hanzo uses a bow. He's like some ninja dude, and he uses a bow, and I just love characters that use bows. He can also see through walls, and he has this one ability where he sends out dragons, which can go through walls to kill enemy players. So those are my favorite right now, but the way that characters are in this game is also really interesting. It makes it have a different feel to other FPS games, because you have ones that do pure damage, you have ones that are super close quarter combat, you have a sniper chick in Widowmaker, and then you also have support characters like Mercy, who will heal people, revive people from the dead, but can also do damage. And the reason why I find this really interesting, and I feel like this is going to be very different for a lot of FPS players, is because we're so used to all just being killers, right? We're so used to just running around, killing everybody and everything, and that's all of our jobs. We kind of all have the same position. Unless you play competitively, then you have objective players and you have slayers, but for the most part we all fill the same position. Whereas in Overwatch, you're gonna have some people that are more healers and tanks and protectors, and then you have the assassins and the damage dealers. So I think that's gonna be really interesting, and what's gonna make it more interesting is how the game kind of deals with these different characters. My biggest question in terms of this is, are you gonna be able to have like 5 Hanzos on your team? Or if someone picks that character, can you not pick that character? Because it seems a little weird to have like 3 Reapers and 2 Mercies. It just seems a little weird because they're characters, right? They're very specific, different looking characters. So it would seem really weird to have the same specific character running around. So that is a big question that I have. If you are going to be able to play the same character as someone else on your team, maybe you just can't play the same character as someone else on your team, but you can play the same character as someone on the enemy team, because I don't think they have enough characters right now from what we've seen to actually make it to where you can't use the same character as your team or the enemy team. So I'm really interested to see how that plays out. Another question that I have is if it's going to be free to play. I have a feeling that it's gonna be free to play just because their MOBA, Heroes of the Storm, is free to play, Hearthstone is free to play, and I feel like this kind of game would fit the free to play model pretty easily. The way that I see it playing out is something like it's free to download and you get like 2 characters to begin with that you can use, and then if you want to unlock more characters, you have to use real money, or you have to get enough in-game money to select those characters. The only thing that I have an issue with when it comes to free to play is I hope you don't have to actually use money to unlock new guns and stuff. If it's just characters, then that's perfectly fine, because it's like, if I can unlock that in game, cool. If I want to use real money to get the characters faster, then that's cool. But I don't like to be able to buy new weapons and new skills and stuff like that with real money or free-to-play games. I don't like that. I like the League of Legends model when it comes to free-to-play. If you want to spend money and get different champions faster, you can do that, but you don't have to whatsoever. And the only thing that you have to spend money on is cosmetic things. So I hope that they follow a similar model to that if they do make it free-to-play, because then I think it's gonna be super fun. It just looks super fun, and I really like that each character is very, very different to one another. So it's like, if you're a Reaper player, you might not want to be a Mercy player. If you're a Mercy player, you might want to like all of the supporty characters and none of the like damage dealy characters. So I'm just really excited to see what it actually plays like. I signed up for the beta today, which you can do on Battle.net. If you have a Battle.net account, you can sign up for the beta, which I believe is happening in 2015. So I'm interested to know what you guys think about this, seeing as most of you that watch my videos are from an FPS community. Watching these trailers and we're seeing all of the different characters and how the game plays, well, you kind of get to see how it plays. You don't get a lot of information on how it plays, but you get a general idea. What do you guys think about it, and do you think that it's something that you would pick up and be able to enjoy? Let me know in the comment section, guys, and we can have a little discussion about Overwatch, and I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.
優が我が敵を食らう